Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. For those that have been following us for all of these years, and for those that are new, welcome. I am Ebony. I pretty much have this channel with my family, Families and Friends Travel, which consists of me, my husband Akil, and our son Nasim, which is now a teenager. He has gotten a lot older. If you look back in the videos, you will see that we have been taking him on trips since the age of 2. Wow. So of course, because of the pandemic, everything kind of took a hit, like everybody kind of just ran in the house, and some people, they got to travel a bit, but as for us, we're just getting back out there. So check out our last trip to Puerto Rico, which is, we have some content up already, but this video is about an experience in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Pretty much we went to Salvation Army out there, and the experience was really different. Like, other than travel, now me and my family, we love to thrift. So that's why we're bringing that content to this channel as well. So in loving to do so, we don't record like most people do in the stores and things like that. We just kind of didn't go over into that lane, but pretty much we find some amazing finds. So maybe one day we'll do that. But what I wanted to talk about was the difference between thrifting in New York or New Jersey, or like the surrounding locations, and thrifting out in Puerto Rico. Now, I'm not saying everywhere out there will give this experience, but I will tell you this. It was a total difference from what I'm used to. Give me 1 second. My alarm is going off. When you hear the fire alarm go off, you kind of got to stop and check what's going on. But let's get back to the story. So, where was I? So we went to a thrift shop in Puerto Rico, the Salvation Army. Okay, so when we got there and we got out of the Lyft, Uber, whatever we took, um, it seemed like, wow, there's a lot of people waiting outside to get in. So I know that in different locations around the world, some people that go there every day, they know to get there early so they can get the good stuff, right? But this just was a little bit different, okay? I'm gonna try to, put some pictures in as I go along with this story. So we got there, we stood online, and I think we waited about 15 minutes, and then it opened. So when the doors open, it wasn't like doors open. It was like this loud cage just went up, like psh, and everybody started like running over there. So, of course, because of, trying to stay clean and stuff like that, the guy that worked there, he was an older man, and he was trying to put hand sanitizer on everybody's hands before they entered the store. So I'm like, okay, cool. Everybody's staying clean. This is good. This is good. But the people started just going by him like, I don't need no hand sanitizer. I'm like, damn, these people, they came ready to play. They ready to play. I still didn't know what was about to go down, right? This let me know that thrifting is different in Puerto Rico. So we go into the store. I wait online because I'm not a local, so I'm just trying to see what's going on here. And we get into the store, and I see people making like a mad dash toward the back of the store, like on some, you know, Usain Bolt, type of stuff. And they like running. So I'm like, wow, like this is something that's about to go down. So they running toward the back of the store. So I'm like, oh, that must be where the good stuff is at. So I see that they got clothes, jewelry in the case, just like any, Salvation Army. But nah, they didn't want none of that. So some shoes, hats. I'm like, okay, they got a variety. About to get some good stuff here to take back home. You know. So we want to know what's going on in the back of the store, because that's where everybody running. So we go to the back of the store. I mean, I'm not talking about no young people. I'm talking about, papi, mami, older people is running back to the back of the store. So we get to the back of the store and they waiting at this big door. Like this big door, and I'm feeling like that. I need to know what's behind the door. I gotta get up because the energy that I felt, when we was there, it was just like, what's going on, So back to the story. So we go to the back, we see this big door, and the door got some like crazy writing on it, like, stop, like don't come back here. But I didn't see that it said stop because that door was pulled in. So it was, like I told you, it was like a sliding door made out of like this big like cardboard. Like it was crazy. It was crazy, right? So I was going back there. So everybody looking at me like, no, mommy, no. So I'm just like, what? Like what? So then I see the guy, he's like telling me to wait. I'm like, oh. So he slides the door. And that's when I saw the stop sign, like this big X on the door, like, don't do it, right? So I'm standing there with everybody. And I really, really, really wanted to record this situation because I'm like, yo, this is just different. This is just different. But because, I'm not from there, I'm not trying to shake no tables in a place that, I ain't from. They be done pulled me to the back and made oxtails out of me. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do it, So we standing there, and all of a sudden, this guy that was in the back, he starts pulling out this big barrel of items. So, like I said, for my thrift stores, we used to just, they put it out and we take, what we need. No, it wasn't that situation there. Everybody, like 20 people started like digging in the back of the basket. Like just taking out whatever they could take out. And then whatever you got, that's what you got. So in my head, I'm like, so I'm standing back, like, I get the leftovers, So I creep up to the basket, creep up, and I look in there, and it's only like a few things left, a book bag, maybe a toothbrush, stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, like that was intense. Like it was so intense that I had to just sit back and watch the situation because, like, again, where I'm from, it's just stay on the racks, we put it in the shopping cart and that's it. So then it hit me like everywhere ain't the same. Like I'm making this story very, comedy based, but everywhere is not the same. Like they didn't have, I'm guessing, the resources and things where I was, like where, you can just go and shop regularly. I'm guessing that these people really needed this stuff. So now my mindset is starting to change while I'm standing there, and I don't even want to shop at this point. So I said, you know what? They back here. They got the house area on lock. Let me go to the clothes. Let me just get from over here. So I go to the clothes, and I'm looking. I just see a lot of regular stuff. Nothing crazy. Nothing I could really, like, no holy grails like how we got out here. And I'm just starting to feel real appreciative for the choices and the things that we have when we go thrifting out here, because I'm like, wow, like they really didn't have the t-shirts, the hats, the shoes, the variety just was not there. So let me try to prop this up here because I just want to talk to y'all. So there you go. So when it came down to it, I went over to the t-shirt section, right? And it was one t-shirt. It was a Biggie t-shirt. It's a Biggie t-shirt. I'm sorry. I'm hype again. It was a Biggie t-shirt. And I was like, oh man, The guy had it in his hand already. I know it was a holy grail. I know it was. But you know what? Again, I had to remind myself that I'm in a place where they don't have a lot of things happening. So the guy, he looked extra happy to find that shirt. I'm figuring it was definitely $100 t-shirt, resale. If not that, at least $60, $70. So he got it. He was looking at it. You know how they turn it around to see if they want it? I was like, you don't want it. You don't want it. Put it back. Put it back. But he did want it. And he left just with that. And I knew that he was a reseller because, like, it's just, when you see one, right? So he went, he paid for the shirt, and he was out because there was nothing else over there, really. He came, he found his, and, he was gone. And I dig that. So we found probably one museum shirt, which, we love to pick those up. Like just certain shirts from certain events and things like that. And that's literally what we found in the whole store. Now, the items in the back that they was going for would have been stuff we wouldn't have brought back anyway. But it was just the whole experience that was kind of crazy. I did manage to take 1 or 2 pictures just to give y'all a mindset of what I'm talking about. So y'all could just see the door. Everything, it was the door. Like every time that door opened, you should have seen them. Oh, they was rushing over there. It was crazy. And then there's a whole conversation between 2 women where it was 4 chairs, and the lady, she was like, putting them in her shopping cart. Like she was not playing. Like she must work out, for this situation. Like, so she put all of the chairs in her shopping cart. It was funny because they was just stacked all crazy on top of each other. And the woman next to her, they had a full conversation. Like, they must know each other. They must do this. And she wanted 2 of her chairs. So she like, mommy, like, and I'm going to say it in English, but give me 2 chairs, like, let me get that, So they went back and forth for a while. The negotiation was real. But she finally gave her 2 of the chairs, but she did this crazy long suck teeth, like, not like long, but long enough. Like she was trying to let her know, like, damn, like, why you asking for my 2 chairs? Like, I had a full set, Long story short, be grateful, be thankful. If you live in a place where you can go to the thrift shops and they have just a limited amount of jeans, houseware, shirts, things for the kids, really be grateful. Because now when I see a lot of people try to send things back home to different places, no matter where they're from, I get it now. I get it why they have to get it cheap from you. I get it why, they want it in bulk and they want to negotiate, because the odds that they're going to find these things where they're from is very slim. You know what I'm saying? So I have like a different respect and a different mindset coming back from that experience when I go to different thrift stores. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm not trying to let my guard down when I go to the thrift stores near me, because there's just enough to go around. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm traveling, I would say when you're traveling, if you are in a place where maybe the resources don't come as much, and you can look around and tell. You can look around and tell. I would say just be a little mindful that the locals may really need this stuff. And, only take what is not being taken from someone else at the moment, And your blessings will come. You will source, you will find other things, and you'll be fine. But maybe those people need those items. So let's not forget what thrifting is really about, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below, subscribe. I really need y'all to subscribe, please. And go back and watch some of the old videos. Like, we got some amazing videos of places you may want to travel to now, okay? And by subscribing, you can pretty much see what's going on during travel at the moment, because we're back out there, and our next trip is Texas. Okay, we about to go around, eat some food, and share all of that content with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll bring the family in on the next video so you guys can see how big Nassim got, and you can also say hi to my husband, Mr. Wise. All right, guys. See you later.